shoot up all your shit, fuck 50 Cent. And they never walk away, that go for many men.
Hey, what you think about that nigga baby mama?
What's her name?
You know, the Chinese girl.
Yeah, I met her.
I did too.
I met you.
Hey, no, for real. No. Oh, but you might have. I'm just saying. Nigga ain't getting in your business and that, but shit, let me ask some questions.
Say, is that what you and 50 Cent doing? Are y'all battle rapping? Is it beef, real beef? Well, I'm gonna say this. Beef, it could be complicated, but I done took 50 Cent youngest son, Bruce Leroy, AKA what? I done took him fishing before. And he loved when I do the what noise. You know, I used to see him all the time over there. But I guess one day his mom may have been creating content on Star Island somewhere, and he was walking around on his second lap. I invited him to the back of my crib. I put bread on a fishing pole, cast it. I watched Bruce Leroy catch his first Dover sole. Man, I felt proud. What? Little man, what's up, though?
Yo, check this out. If you are tired of little celebrity beefs and grown men trading disrespect like they are still battling for street points, Rick Ross and 50 Cent will always give you something wild. These two have been at each other for nearly 20 years. That is almost 80% of LeBron James' career. They are both around 50, meaning this rivalry has followed them through a big part of their adult lives. Now Rick Ross may have crossed another serious line in the new Mahogany Caskets video, and this move looks way too personal. Before we break it down, hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and hype the video. Ross and 50 have been throwing shots for almost 2 decades, and this feud has never stayed normal. Boundaries were crossed again and again.
Right now, I don't have a car. You know, I have to have someone to pick me up, take the kids to school, pick them up, bring them home, and chauffeur me around.
The whole story is interesting. First, I want to thank you guys for actually coming out. She flew from Florida out here to meet with me so we can actually talk. And you'll be seeing more of me and her later. You know, we get a chance to do different things. Question, did you know Rick while he was working in law enforcement?
He was a correctional officer.
So we're clear he was a correctional officer.
Yes, he was. I moved in with him when I found out I was pregnant with William III, and basically cleaning up the home, and so happens to find handcuffs and letters showing that he stepped down from the position. And I asked him about it, and of course he denied it, which his sister confirmed it and told me that he was a correction officer, and you know, that's what it was.
At one point, 50 even dragged Ross's family into the spotlight by flying out the mother of his child and bringing his son into the situation. Rick Ross had already thrown shots at Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent, but the real spark was 50 exposing Ross's past as a correctional officer. Back then, that story hit different. In today's social media era, Ross might have faced more pressure because every photo, record, and interview would get dragged across the timeline non-stop. Ross has since explained, yeah, you know, I was told to take the position, and I only worked for a month or a day, and I didn't lock nobody up, but people still debate that history. If that reveal happened now, the backlash could have been brutal. Then came more drama at the BET Awards, where a confrontation broke out and Gunplay's MMG chain was taken. This beef has layers. Now Ross is back with Mahogany Caskets, featuring T.I., another artist who has clashed with 50 throughout the year. Even T.I.'s family joined the online pile-on, making the situation feel bigger and more personal. T.I.'s family went back and forth with 50 Cent, all because 50 stayed cracking jokes online and posting a picture of Tiny was fair game. One post landed, everybody jumped in, and the drama spread beyond the two names at the center. That is the wild part about the 50 Cent and Rick Ross rivalry. Neither man seems to lose much. Both are wealthy, both keep making moves, and both know how to turn attention into business. But the people standing close to them can catch the fallout, while the stars keep moving like nothing happened. Now Ross may have pushed it somewhere darker in the Mahogany Caskets video.
Shoot up all your shit, fuck 50 Cent. And they never walk away, that go for many men.
He delivers the line, "Forget 50 Cent, and they never walk away, that go for many men," while the visuals appear to show 50 laid out beneath a white sheet, surrounded by yellow tape. Is that just rap theater, or did Ross take the disrespect too far? Because let us keep it real, if two rappers in their 20s did this in 2026, people would instantly call them reckless. They would say, "Look at these young men, they do not care about anything." He put him on the floor, covered him with a white sheet, added yellow tape, and showed the whole scene.
Hey, what you think about that nigga baby mama?
What's her name?
You know, the Chinese girl.
Yeah, I met her.
I did too.
I met you.
Hey, no, for real. No. Oh, but you might have. I'm just saying. Nigga ain't getting in your business and that, but shit, let me ask you a question.
Say, is that what you and 50 Cent doing? Are y'all battle rapping? Is it beef, real beef? Well, I'm gonna say this. Beef, it could be complicated, but I done took 50 Cent youngest son, Bruce Leroy, AKA what? I done took him fishing before. And he loved when I do the what noise. You know, I used to see him all the time over there. But I guess one day his mom may have been creating content on Star Island somewhere, and he was walking around on his second lap. I invited him to the back of my crib. I put bread on a fishing pole, cast it. I watched Bruce Leroy catch his first Dover sole. Man, I felt proud. What? Little man, what's up, though?
The backlash would be loud, so why should veteran stars get a pass for the same image? But I do not see many people publicly calling Rick Ross out for it at all right now. I am not going to fake like I dislike the song, because the track is hard. Ross has some clean production across the Set in Stone album, and people should check it out. I also plan to give the whole project a full review. Still, when I saw that scene, I thought, yo, bro, it's that deep? I understand 50 Cent once flew out the mother of Ross's child, but Ross has also spoken on 50's family, including his son.
I'm giving Joe Crack what Joe Crack asked for. The whack rappers, the nigga 50 Cent.
I never
You
said
threw me the alley hoop. You threw me the alley hoop on 50, nigga. Come get it, 50.
whole fucking.
What they call him?
I
nigga?
didn't say that about 50 Cent, man.
Yeah, you
Don't
did.
do that. I
Yeah.
had a whole look. Let me be clear. I don't have to, but I'll be clear for the record. I definitely wasn't thinking about 50 Cent. I was thinking about some old school rappers. I don't want to say who. Young Up Force.
Who? It was the old nigga.
It was some old niggas, man. There was some friends of mine that back in the day, they had the game in the chokehold, and then they got a big album deal. They got their first big check.
And they flopped.
And man, they
G-Unit.
invited me to the sit. No.
It was G-Unit. It was them niggas. The nigga with the dog cheek. What's that nigga name? Uncle Murder. That nigga cheeks way darker than his forehead. I don't know what that nigga went through. He need that rewind skin cream, nigga. Them niggas ain't getting no money neither. Rose no. Rose no. I caught that alley hoop, my nigga.
No, I didn't do that.
I went by out that nigga.
Once the children get dragged into grown man drama, the whole situation starts looking messy. When Ross spoke about 50's son, my reaction was, damn, bro, because where is the sympathy for the kids? Nobody really knows how they feel behind closed doors, but 50 Cent's son clearly has a difficult road around him. His family issues have played out publicly. 50 has disrespected his mother online, and her dating life has also stayed in the spotlight.
Jose, the history with you and 50, is it better now? You guys now friends? Like, do you guys talk now, or is it still no relationship?
Nah, homie, Wash. We've never been cool.
from day one?
No.
This is a big business you guys are a part of. You guys are two of the heavyweights in the business.
I mean, what is there to talk about?
A lot of things to talk about. History, the beef.
What kind of history? That he couldn't dress? That's all I used to tell him. Yo, you can't dress. You're not really getting no money. You don't own your masters. Eminem saved you. Dr. Dre saved you. All the big names. Rose did it himself. I came in through slip and slide. I had to build this myself. And I'm not speaking down on him because he live in a 2-bedroom apartment, but
He lives in a 2-bedroom apartment?
2-bedroom. Catch the alley hoop now. You gotta win by Yama, this bitch.
2-bedroom apartment.
Yes, he does. And if he does, what does that say about him? Come on now. Just the alley hoop. Come on now. What does it say about him?
You're saying 50 lives in a 2-bedroom. He just did a big documentary on Diddy that blew up. It was a #1 documentary for like weeks.
They just use him. They'll put his name on there, give him 10K, and that's it. He don't own any of that.
Everything feels completely scattered, with everybody doing whatever gets attention. Then I remembered Rick Ross walking up to Fat Joe and Jadakiss and bringing up 50 Cent without either of them asking. That moment showed how easily 50's name enters the conversation, even when the original topic has nothing to do with him. Joe and Jadakiss had their own issues with 50 Cent, but they eventually managed to settle those problems. Their situation felt different because of the New York connection, the history between them, and the level of respect surrounding the city when it was finally time to make peace. Rick Ross was also asked whether he would ever squash his beef with 50 publicly. But let us keep it real. Ross seems ready to go the extra mile whenever there is another chance to clown 50. Do people seriously believe 50 lives in some tiny 2-bedroom apartment? And even if he does, why does that matter? He does not need a giant mansion just to prove something after already living that lifestyle over and over again. That does not mean 50 is innocent either, because both men have crossed lines and moved wrong at different points. Still, 50 fired back by posting, "I just saw your record sales, laugh out loud, 2,000, what the..." That response went straight for Ross's album numbers and turned the whole exchange into another public scoreboard. And when sales enter the conversation, 50 knows exactly where to aim. He was once one of rap's biggest commercial kings. The Massacre reportedly moved around 1 million copies in its first week, while Get Rich or Die Tryin' became a massive cultural moment. Then came the famous sales battle with Kanye West, where Kanye eventually outsold him. That showdown helped make first week numbers feel like a rap competition, and 50 still uses that history whenever he wants to embarrass somebody over weak sales today. I think the numbers were around 900,000 against 700,000, somewhere in that range. But with 50 Cent and Rick Ross, come on. This battle has been running for nearly 2 decades. Personally, I do not expect it to end because these two clearly have real issues that go beyond music. Publicly though, the back and forth does not hit like it used to. People get more excited now when artists make strong records, deliver sharp bars, or pull off something creative. Hearing Ross say F 50 Cent was already enough to make the message clear. But showing a figure meant to represent 50 lying on the ground, covered in blood, takes the visual into a darker place. To me, that feels tasteless. Both men have made questionable moves during this feud, so neither side can really act innocent. Still, these are successful men in their 50s with families, businesses, and major legacies. Rick Ross is already a grandfather, and I do not know whether 50 is one yet, but the bigger point remains. When you have built companies, created opportunities, and achieved that level of success, presenting yourself through violent imagery just looks forced. At this stage, the drama should feel clever, not corny, and give the public something fresh and meaningful to debate instead. At the same time, I understand why Ross could be frustrated. Imagine somebody disrespecting your name, clowning you, and trying to make you look small each chance they get. Once you get an opening, of course, you are going to fire back and let that person know you are not staying quiet. But after 2 decades, the back and forth starts feeling tired. How much do people care about a 50 Cent and Rick Ross exchange? I know I am covering it, but the real question is whether the conflict still feels exciting or everybody is just watching out of habit. Gunplay recently said he would appear on Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda's show. That could have created a funny, honest, memorable conversation. Instead, the response felt more like, I know you would come over here because you have nothing going on. They turned a hip-hop moment into another cheap shot. That makes me wonder whether anybody in hip-hop is allowed to grow up. When artists mature, make business deals, or move differently, people criticize them for that too. It feels like they get attacked for staying in drama, then mocked when they try to leave it behind. The bigger question is how many artists use their position to set a stronger example for others. That does not erase what Rick Ross has done for people from his city or those who looked up to him. He has represented for plenty of people, but moments like this can still make the message look mixed. Generally speaking, people look at these rappers like grown men acting like kids. It is one thing to explain why you do not like somebody and keep the situation honest. You could say, well, listen, at one point in time this was done, or, yo, this man violated. So yeah, at one point, we'll never speak again, but I'm just gonna stay my course and do what I'm doing. It doesn't even make sense for me to mention, dude. That would sound like grown man business. Instead, they keep arguing about a 2-bedroom apartment and 2,000 album sales as if either one is still moving records like the old days. Nobody is selling music the same way anymore, and the industry probably needs another system for measuring success. But even that gets tricky. If they change the rules again, streaming could create inflated numbers that make everybody look bigger than they are. Rick Ross and 50 Cent are two black men who came from rough neighborhoods and achieved far more than anybody expected. They built careers, created businesses, and turned survival into generational success. That is why these childish shots feel strange now. With everything they have accomplished, it becomes harder to take either man seriously when this is how they choose to present themselves publicly. I'm going to keep it completely real. I like Rick Ross's album. I also like Mahogany Caskets from the production to the final bars, but that visual still feels wild. Showing a figure meant to be 50 Cent lying there like that takes the feud beyond regular rap shots and into something much darker. So where do you stand on it? Was Rick Ross within his rights to disrespect 50 on that level, or did he clearly cross the line? And what about 50 laughing at the album numbers and saying, yo, you only sold 2,000 records? That was a sharp response, but sales are not the whole story anymore. As much as people respect 50 Cent, I do not believe he would automatically move huge first-week numbers with a new album today. His name still carries serious weight, but the music business has changed. J-Hood recently sparked a dope conversation by asking whether 50 could sell out Yankee Stadium for 3 nights like Jay-Z did. Some people believe he could, while others are saying, hell no. That is the real debate. Does 50 still have enough power to sell new music at a major level, or is his strongest lane now touring, television, and business? And even if Rick Ross is no longer putting up massive sales, can fans still appreciate the bars, production, and presence he brings to the game? Drop your honest take in the comments. Did Ross take that video too far? Was 50's sales joke fair game? And which one of these legends still has the stronger grip on hip-hop today? This is Dripzine, where we break down the drama without dressing it up. Smash the like button, hype this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next story. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.